sleep. So that jet lag and stuff is there a little bit, but not as bad as it was when we were over in Vietnam and stuff. So that's all good. Business class definitely works. I can complain about Sydney Airport though. It's a bit of a rubbish setup that they've got there. We had to go through to the transit lounge, and they said to go to gate 17 or something, and it went from 15, 16, then to 18, 19, 20. So yeah, a bit rubbish, and we sort of fumbled our way through, and as did half the passengers and stuff. So got screened for bomb residue and stuff. So, and Turkish airport was, yeah, rather interesting. We landed there, managed to get a couple of hours of sleep on the flight through to Turkey, which was all good. Probably one of the only things that did go well. Got in there, they gave us a fast card because we're business class, so we skipped the queue, which we're thankful about, because the queue just kept winding for ages for business for cattle class. And yeah, got up there. Mel went through first. Everything was all good. I went up there. I don't think the guy looked at me once. He was looking over my shoulder at something that was happening behind me. Took the passport, scanned it, handed, I stamped it. I've actually got a stamp now on my passport. That's the problem with those e-passporty things. You don't get the stamps in your passport anymore. So every time you go to Australia, you don't get a stamp. And so anyway, first world problems again. Yeah, and he just looked over my shoulder. I could have been Mel using my passport, and I don't think the guy would have known. So we walked through there, got our baggage. There was the declaration line and there was the non-declaration line. So we thought, right, we'll hit the non-declaration line. Walked past two ladies that were obviously customs that were just randomly picking people out. And then we're out to the airport. So that was the sum total of customs for Turkey. And we may or may not be looking at a Turkish rug, which may or may not run into over $1,000, maybe $1,500, once it gets shipped to New Zealand and stuff. And then Mel gives me the good news that it's not just going to cost us $1,500, it's going to end up costing a lot more because we have to pay GST on it now. Thank you very much to the New Zealand government, which I suppose is fair because the government taxes go to bits and pieces, but still not great having another 15% added on. Yeah, lovely people, awesome people. You walk in there, of course they're trying to sell you something, but they'll talk about history and them, and they'll shake your hand if you leave the store and you haven't even bought anything, and they'll give you a rundown on their city. They're very welcoming, and they really enjoy people coming into their city and tourists and stuff. Very friendly. Even the guy that couldn't speak any English, very friendly, and we managed to point and do signs and get through that we wanted this without meat, and yeah. So Mel's favourite thing, the hill. So this one was taken from Egypt.
Right, here we are. In the general square. Behind me there. Where is it? That there. The Blue Mosque, which we'll go into shortly. And over this way, behind me, is used to be a mosque, it's now a museum. A few police around, carrying nothing but machine guns. So no handcuffs, no battens, no nothing. So if you get into trouble with them, they shoot you. This is freaking huge. So it used to be, it was built as a church or a cathedral, and then the Ottomans came along and turned it into a mosque, and now it's a museum. So there's bits of Christian mosaics on the up on the ceiling, and then there's lots of Islamic things all over the ceiling. It's huge, it's massive. There's absolutely nothing like this back home. It's incredible.